Hello, it's Thursday, June the 24th, and we are in the second half, two-thirds of Isaiah chapter 40, beginning at verse 12. And if verses 1 through 11 had given us a picture of God acting as a shepherd, this section of Isaiah 40 shows us God acting as creator and really extols the powers, the infinite powers of God. And the climax of this chapter tells us in verses 27 through 31, tells us that God never forgets his people. Now, where is God in all this mess? The Assyrian invasion, the siege of Jerusalem, the doom of Hezekiah, the failed alliance with Egypt, and so on, and has he forgotten his people? That would be the prevailing question on the minds of God's people at this time. And so God comes through the prophet Isaiah. God comes and reminds his people that he never forgets. So he holds, verse 12, he holds, this is the bigness, the greatness of God. And he uses the image of God holding all the waters of the oceans and the heavens, and he can hold them in the palm of his hands. That's how big he is. Of course, he's bigger than that, but it's just a picture. It's as though Isaiah is speaking to us as though we were little children and giving us a little picture. An immense God. Verse 15, behold, the nations are like a drop in a bucket, and are accounted as the dust on the scales. These threatening nations were absolutely nothing to God. Verse 18, to whom then will you liken God, or what likeness compare with him? He is apart. There is no one like God. He is the only God, and there is no one and nothing like him. Verse 21, do you not know? Do you not hear? Has it not been told you from the beginning? Have you not understood from the foundations of the earth? It is he who sits above the circle of the earth, and its inhabitants are like grasshoppers. The sovereignty of God, the power of God, the immensity of God. And then in the closing verses, that power and that immensity is used to protect and to care for and to provide for his people. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. The closing verse of the 40th chapter of Isaiah. We are now in wonderful chapters, and the next few weeks are going to be filled with gospel and good news from Isaiah, who's often referred to as the evangelical prophet. Well, have a wonderful day, and we'll be back next week with some more from Isaiah 41.